Ty Simpson has become the most divisive topic in the 2026 NFL Draft. You have people on national TV saying that he is better than Fernando Mendoza, and everyone online is going, well, you're only saying that because you share the same agency. And then everyone is pointing out all the flaws, all the issues in his game. And I'm just going to say, both sides are on the extreme. Ty Simpson is a good prospect. He's a good quarterback prospect. In a perfect world, he probably goes middle round 2 or similar range as Tyler Shough did last year and can grow in that role. But he plays the quarterback position. He's going to be drafted in the first round most likely. It's going to happen because we've seen this happen in years past. Kenny Pickett was a first round draft pick. He should not have been a first round pick, but he plays the most important position, so he was a first round pick. Last year, Jackson Dart should not have been a first round draft pick, but he plays the most important position. You could even say Tyler Shough was overdrafted last year. Quarterbacks will be overdrafted, but I feel like with everyone focusing on all the bads of Ty Simpson, even though he might be overdrafted, he has somehow become very underrated in the draft community. So today, I want to talk about Ty Simpson. I want to talk about the positives, and I want to talk about the negatives, and I want to give you my overall thoughts of what I see in Ty Simpson as an NFL prospect. Now, looking over the positives for Ty Simpson, it's easy to point out his best game, Wisconsin, in which I think he saw the field the best, I think he saw the defense the best, and I think he really picked them apart. But he had other strong games, notably against Georgia, Vanderbilt, Missouri, and Tennessee. He was really strong, accurate, on time, read everything really well. And something I really want to give a shout out to him that a lot of quarterbacks don't do in college is he set protections. He had to read defenses. He had to get used to setting protections. We oftentimes see the center or even the guard in college football handle that. It's not so much a quarterback will do that over and over again, but he did. He has really good risk management, and by that I mean he doesn't throw a lot of highly dangerous throws. He's accurate, he knows where to get the ball to, and one other thing that I think really showcases with the fact he's not really dangerous with his throws is his eyes and feet always match up. When he is looking downfield, his footwork is so perfect of where to get the ball to. It is almost robotic with how good it looks at times. The only concern you could really have, and I'll point this out a bit more in my negatives, is his eyes can get a little lazy at moments. But other than that, it's usually really, really good. He has a very good throwing mechanic. It's repeatable, it's easy. Like I said, it's robotic almost. And one thing I think we really, really need to point out, well, two things, but one thing I really want to look at is he can move in the pocket. There were moments he took some unnecessary sacks, but that will happen with any young quarterback. But he knows how to slide, he knows how to climb, and he knows how to escape. He's not the best athlete in the world, but he can move a little bit to get some extra yards. He does need to learn when to take a profit sometimes instead of taking a loss, but that's, again, a thing with any young quarterback. But the thing that really impresses with me is Alabama does not have a good offense line. Their offense line last year was very not good. They had the 126 rushing attack. For Alabama, that seems unheard of to me, who has grown up with the Nick Saban Alabama teams that were always dominant. But that was the case for Ty Simpson. He had to do everything with a pretty poor offense line run blocking, which led to defenses zoning in on the passing attack of Alabama, how to take that away, how to combat Ty Simpson. And something that I'm sure everyone's going to point out is, oh, his completion percentage wasn't the greatest. He had some issues, especially in that final 4-game stretch where he posted a 57% completion percentage. I want everyone to go back and watch some of those throws that Ty Simpson made. How they bounced directly off of the wide receiver's hands. How they just needed to clamp down on the ball. It's a catch. He had so many good throws that wide receivers weren't unable to hold on to. Honestly, watching his film, I had a little flashback to Jordan Love when he was coming at Utah State, which is weird to say, but many moments I was like, just hold on to the freaking ball, I said while watching Jordan Love, and I said that while going over Ty Simpson's film as well. He had his issues, and again, we're going to get into that in a second, but the positives to me scream a guy that can be a top 12 quarterback in the NFL, and that's something you should take if you get the opportunity to. Now, the negatives for Ty Simpson are relatively easy to look at. Number one, he has such limited playing experience that those guys rarely work out at the NFL level. The video I have on the screen right now is from his first start, and you could see the issues he had with the fact he's just not used to really playing football at that high of a level, that he misread some reads, that he got rattled a little bit earlier. He was not the finished product that we would really see when he got hot. He had issues getting the snap off in time. He had issues just trying to get the ball to his big-time playmakers instead of taking the best option. And that's a concern you have for the NFL level, of which, hey, you do that in the NFL, you will get killed. You can throw bad interceptions. You can get your receiver absolutely nailed. And that's not something you want to have happen at the NFL level, especially considering how much money you're paying the top-end receivers in the NFL. But that's not the only issue. The only other issues I really carried away with Ty Simpson was, number one, he got a little jittery closer to the end of the season, and that's because the offensive line was not good. It left him getting hammered a lot, but still, not a good sign you want to see. He has a bad, well, quite frankly, a horrible build. He is not the biggest guy. He is, according to his combine measurements, 6'1", 211. That's not like the prototypical build you want for an NFL starting quarterback. It's very Brock Purdy-esque, and Brock Purdy has struggled with injuries his entire NFL career because the guys hitting you are a lot bigger than the guys hitting you in college. Now, the last thing I want to point out the negatives is a good linebacker can really take advantage of him. On the film, and I noticed this more in the SEC Championship game with C.J. Allen than the first meeting, but once Allen kind of picked up how he reads defenses, how he likes to layer the ball, it was over. Allen really ate up Ty Simpson, and Georgia as a whole ate up Ty Simpson. I think that's why Oklahoma did relatively well against him, is because if you go back and look at it, their linebackers knew what to do. Brett Venables knows how to coach linebackers and get them in the right position. Ty Simpson struggles reading linebackers, and that's something he's got to work on. There's no doubt in my mind, because throwing over the middle of the field is vital for success in the NFL. And if you don't do that at a good level, you're not going to get a lot of opportunities. And that's something Ty Simpson really needs to work on, because the linebackers in the NFL are better than the linebackers in college football. I like Ty Simpson. I'm going to be completely honest. I like him. I have him as my 45th player on my big board, and I think he will go night one, strictly because quarterbacks will always go higher than they should. It's something we saw last year. Just go back and watch the Giants draft war room of when they took Jackson Dart. They trade up for him. Usually when you see a team draft a quarterback, they're all, yeah, we got him. Yeah, that's our guy. There wasn't a lot of that. It felt more like, okay, let's see how this works out. And that's what I think we'll see with Ty Simpson. I don't ever believe Ty Simpson will be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Top 10 would be a stretch. Maybe if he really develops with more playing time, he can get there. I don't see it. With what I do see him, though, is aiming for that top 12 role. Aiming for the spot that Sam Darnold's at. Aiming for the spot that Baker Mayfield can be at. Aiming for the spot that Kirk Cousins was at in Minnesota. That type of quarterback is with what I can see in Ty Simpson. He is talented. He has a better arm than most people think. He is very accurate, and he can analyze defenses really well. I understand there's issues on his film. His eyes can get lazy. Safeties can pick him apart at moments. But he has such limited playing experience that I'm kind of okay with it. I look at him as a player that's like, hey, you get him in there, you get him playing, you get him working on stuff, he could be relatively successful his rookie year. Now, I know there's a big discourse online of agency. If they're associated with Ty Simpson's agency, they're propping him up. And probably to an extent, that's some truth there. But there's also truth of people who watch a lot of draft film, watch a lot of quarterback film, will see the positive in Ty Simpson. I overall think he would be perfect for a team like the Steelers, who need a guy that can process defenses relatively fast. The Steelers, who are my team, are coached by Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy had great success with Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott. Does Ty Simpson have the same measurables as those two guys? No, absolutely not. But something that those two guys have that I think really flies under the radar is they have great processors. They can analyze defenses very fast. It's something Mike McCarthy used to his biggest strength. That's something I could very much see Ty Simpson going into Pittsburgh, probably sit for a year because it sounds like Aaron Rodgers coming back, and excel in that role. We could also see him going to the Cardinals in a spot that he would probably get a lot of playing time, get experience. I have concerns about that Cardinals offense line, but he'd also be working with LaFleur, who is from the Sean McVay tree, and you could have all that going for him in the positive way. Plus, you got Marvin Harrison Jr., you got Michael Wilson, you got Trey McBride. There is talent for him to throw the ball to in Arizona that he could succeed with. Then you also have maybe someone like the Jets. Jets, I really like their offensive line. I think they have a good young offense line. The receiving core, it's Garrett Wilson and A.D. Mitchell. A.D. Mitchell, talented, but hasn't really produced to what I thought he would at the NFL level. But there's talent there. Overall, I really do think Ty Simpson goes round 1 and probably is a solid quarterback. I don't believe he's going to be on like the Kenny Pickett route of, oh, this guy's horrible, relatively fast, he'll be a backup. He'll probably start on the bench if I had to guess. I don't think you would play him immediately week 1. But by mid-season, I would expect him to get some playing time, and I would expect him to show some good, some bad, and be a prototypical rookie quarterback. But you just hope the good outweighs the bad, which I think it will in Ty Simpson's case. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, hit that like button for the new channel, hit that subscribe button if you share this. I'd greatly appreciate it. Try and hit 600 subscribers by the NFL draft. Any subscriber would be a big help. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any disagreements, go down in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.